Good morning and welcome to Unity Way Church. Happy Sunday. We're so happy that you can join us this morning on this YouTube video, and we affirm it's going to be a wonderful Sunday morning. Our opening affirmation is from Wings of Prayer, and it's from Daily Word, August the 11th, 1938, the good years. The affirmation is, love has power to heal, to restore, and to regenerate. Love has power to heal, to restore, and to regenerate. Just breathe into that powerful truth, because we have come here this morning to remember who we are, to really be restored to a higher understanding of our own indwelling divinity. And knowing that truth, we affirm there's only one presence, one power, one substance, one life, one joy. And we know that we are that Christ understanding. So if you believe this high truth with me, the high watch we call it in Unity, I would invite you to please use the mantra we use here at our church, which is, thank you, God, and so it is, amen. And now our daily word.
Good morning, everyone. The daily word for Sunday, August 30th, 2020, is light. And the affirmation, the light of God surrounds me. When darkness casts shadows in my life or in the life of someone I care about, I call upon the divine light that lives within me and expresses as me. Just as the light of the sun illuminates the sky, the light of God illuminates my mind, brightens my soul, and warms my heart. Even during life's darkest moments, the light of God is always shining within me, just as it shines within all people. Basking in this light, I find the strength and power to lift myself up. Through the acts of service and loving kindness, I can be the light that helps guide others through any darkness they may be facing. Every smile, kind word, thoughtful deed, or offer of help has the potential to brighten someone's day. And from Psalm 112, verse 4, they rise in the darkness as a light for the upright. They are gracious, merciful, and righteous. And again, the affirmation is, the light of God surrounds me.
Thank you, Dina. And what a perfect daily word for this morning. Light. Light is so important. And God said, let there be light. We have that light within us. That's our divinity. So this morning, as we think about the idea of light within us, I'd like to connect up now with Silent Unity back at Unity Village in Missouri. And we know that there is light shining in that window. There's light shining in that chapel, symbolizing illumination. And that light has been shining since 1890. That light is available to each and every one of us. And I salute all the workers that have worked in the Silent Unity Chapel, and all the souls that have contacted Silent Unity since 1890. Many, many souls, a lot of souls have been touched. And as we connect into that powerful healing energy back at Unity Village, we connect up with it here at Unity Way Church in Vista. And we know by the power of light, which is another word for omnipresence, that anyone who is contacting Silent Unity for wisdom or any type of direction or clarity in their life, that they are receiving it. And we also know this morning that we are being showered with light and direction in divine order also. And we know this to be so, and we say this in the name and by the power of the living Christ presence within each and every one of us. I wanted to share with you too is Unity World Day of Prayer is going to be held September the 9th and the 10th. And I wanted to share with you the affirmation, or the theme is from fear to faith. And so what I would like to say, that we're not going to be having a service here in church in our sanctuary, but Unity Village is going to be streaming it, and you can be able to catch that service. And it's again on September the 9th and the 10th. And you just go to www.unity.org www.unity.org, and it's /WDOP. And it's exactly on that slide. And I'd encourage you to go there. That's where I'm going to be. They have a whole bunch of guest speakers, and they have some musicians, and it'll all be taped live from Unity Village. So this way, as we know, World Day of Prayer has become a global event. So this way we can all tune in and see the same service and hear some of the inspiration that's going to be shared during our World Day of Prayer. So I encourage you to go and check that out. And it'll also be in my email also that I send out that you will receive this morning, or you have received this morning. I have a great comic for you, and it's kind of how I felt this morning. At 3:51, both of my eyes, I'm still awake. At 4:47, I am still awake. I can't fall asleep. Finally, at 5:56, my eyes are closed and I am asleep. And then beep, 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 beep. At 6 o'clock, it's time for Michael to get up. It's the alarm. And I know some of you can relate to that. It's always the way. It seems like just as you're falling to sleep, it appears that the alarm wants to go off and say it's time to get up. Humor is good for the soul, and you can't have laughter without joy, and you can't have joy without laughter. So we just need to remember that we need to not take life so seriously, kind of breathe into where we are, and just know that we are truly on a divine road and a spiritual adventure as we go forward, not only in this day, which is Sunday, but also in the remainder or the upcoming week that we will be going through. This morning, my talk title is True Integrity. This is a very important idea. How much integrity do you believe that you have? As a good true student, as a repeatable Christ, integrity is very, very important. And I will be sharing with you some ideas and thoughts that I have about integrity and how maybe we can foster that flame and really flame that fire so we even have more integrity in our lives, especially in our spiritual lives. But my one question I'd like to ask both you and myself this morning is, are we souls with true integrity? And when I say true integrity, that's a truth integrity, that we truly believe and have remembered who we are. First, let's do a definition of really what integrity means. Integrity is defined as a quality of being honest or having principles. And you can see how so much that definition is aligned with Unity Truth teachings. Because if we're going to live the truth and live the law, live our 12 powers the way Charles and Myrtle Fillmore did, and their teachings live on. Of course, Papa Charlie is with us, and Myrtle's still in Silent Unity. You have to have integrity. You have to have integrity. And the integrity is within us, but we have to use it and live from that consciousness. People with integrity are trustworthy, honest, and kind. Are you trustworthy? Are you honest and you're kind? Hopefully I know that you are, but those are ideas that we need to carry into all of our daily activities, actions, and behaviors. You see, these qualities, what we do is we strive for them. And what happens is we rediscover, and we're allowed to express these ideas in our life. So we show up believing in absolute good. We show up and believing that healing does occur. We show up and believe that we do not have to focus on negativity in our life, because focusing on it is not going to change it. Focusing, as you know, just whatever we focus on continues to grow. So again, how can we tell true integrity? I'm here to say true integrity cannot be faked. I don't care how good of actress or actor you think you are. True integrity is a vibration. It's a truth vibration within our souls. And people know in their gut, their solar plexus, if you are truly living and speaking truth. And this is the integrity we need to live from if we're going to live the lives we've come to live. We can witness someone demonstrating real integrity and not just faking it. And again, I don't believe you can really fake integrity. I think, again, it's an energy signature that you know there's something up. You're getting a mixed signal there. Truth behaviors help us express true soul integrity. Again, if we truly believe that we're the Christ, if we believe we are the son or daughter of the Most High God, and we have that image, that understanding and likeness within us, then we have soul integrity. We have been implanted with it when we came into this incarnation. And as you know, before you can have soul evolution, you must have involution. And that is where this divine idea of integrity is located within us. I'd like to share an idea, a powerful thought, and this is from the Jewish scriptures, and this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 31, verse 33. I will write my laws on their hearts and minds. I will be their God, and they will be my people. Powerful thought, healing thought, because these laws are already written within us if we truly understand who our God is. So again, our relationship with this idea of creator, whether we call it Jehovah, Elohim, Yahweh, El Shaddai, any of these names that we want to use to define the word God, it's relationship that matters the most, because that relationship will go into the nature of that God and we will express it. So the first thing about integrity I'd like to share with you is taking responsibility. Taking responsibility. Integrity is having a high honesty level. Do you have a high honesty level? I know you do. But I believe we can always have a little bit higher honesty level in our life. Which means that people who are responsible and who have integrity, they take responsibility for their life actions. It's not always easy to take responsibility for things always in life, but when it's the correct thing to do, you do it anyway. Even if it means you have to show up at a different time, even if it means sometimes you might have to stand alone. But people with true integrity, you hold on to that. Your reputation, your spiritual reputation means that to you. People with true integrity choose the correct choice even when it's a hard life choice. How many times in our life have we had to make a hard life choice? We all do. But the more you remember who you are, that you're divine and that you're the Christ, that you have this higher self within you, and you're not going to listen to the world's chatter of even exchange and unforgiveness states, the easier it is to live in integrity, because it's truly a vibration of divine order. I'd like to share a powerful thought with you, and it's from Jim Rohn, and it's, he who serves the most reaps the most. As you know, every thought we hold, every feeling we hold, every image that we hold, it is a seed that goes into our consciousness, and it goes forth to come forth in our life in some manner. So that means we need to be present. And this leads us to my second idea about cultivating integrity, which is others' needs. How responsible are you to other individuals around you, non-family or family, in your own life? You see, the world focuses on Adamic selfishness. They don't call it that, but that's what it is. When you're only staring at your own belly button, you don't really worried, or you're not really caring about what happens to people around you or across the street. That's called selfishness, and that's an Adamic tit-for-tat way of thinking. You got to get yours while you get yours, and let them worry about their own, how they're going to get what they're going to get. That's not what we're talking about, and that's not true spiritual integrity. It's rare to find one who focuses on what's good for the entire community, for humanity. Which leads me to a question: how much time do you spend praying for world peace? How much time do you spend thinking and putting that energy, that thought and image out into the universe through your consciousness? That's how peace is achieved. And I think all of us could spend a little bit more time thinking about what the power of divine peace really would mean, not only for our own lives, but also for this world. And as you know, if you can't experience peace, you surely can't give peace to the world. We need to find peace within our own soul. And I believe you find peace by tapping into integrity within you. People who put others' needs above their needs or desires show that they are truly rooted in an integrity. Integrity is a divine idea. I believe it's the foundation of our 12 powers. The word integrity, the idea, what it stands for, the energy behind it can never be depleted. It is a divine idea. And we have the ability to unfold it and peel peel away a deeper, stronger understanding of what integrity means for each and every one of us. True integrity doesn't act to get praises or recognitions. When you act out of spiritual integrity, true integrity, you do it and you show up for all the right reasons. You don't have some hidden agenda. You do it because it's the right thing to do. You're not doing it to get a pat on the back. You're not doing it to get accolades. You do it because you know it's the right, correct thing to do. That's really true integrity, and that's what we really need as true students this morning. I'd like to share with you a powerful idea, and this is from the New Testament, and this is a letter from Paul to the Philippians, chapter 2, verse 4. Let each of us look not only to his own interests, but also to the interests of others. Constantly we are reminded in the Bible, especially in the New Testament, that we need to be aware of the needs and the desires and where the welfare of people around us, not only ourselves. And I'm not saying that you have to look at yourself, it's either or, it's and. We need to be present, and I think when we live in integrity, you really find that sequence within you. You're in alignment with it, and it comes much easier to you. Which leads me to our third step, which is offering help. Do you offer help? A great way to find or notice people who have integrity is people who volunteer, because that's a great place to see a demonstration of a integrity consciousness. An integrity consciousness is someone who's willing to, again, serve. They're willing to serve not with pomp and glory. They're just willing to serve. They're willing to help. They're willing to dry the dishes. They're willing to put things away. They're willing to just be there to be support. And that's who we are called to be as good true students, not only for our own life, but for our families, and also for our spiritual community, and also the community around us. People with true integrity have no qualms offering their time or helping people out. And you know those are the individuals who truly are demonstrating true integrity. They want to serve. That's a good question. Do you want to serve? What capacity are you serving now? And again, the capacity in which you serve can change. It doesn't always have to be at the same level. But I think it's a very important question, because a person with really true integrity does want to serve. They serve themselves. It's not like they're putting themselves on the back burner. Remember, when you're in a plane, you're instructed to put the oxygen mask on yourself first before you put it on your child. So this is not an or. Again, it's an and. Whether we're cleaning a house or whether we're giving money or food to a food bank, truth integrity, it truly is a mind that is present in the present moment. You're there to listen. You're there to be truly an ear of compassion and absolute love. I'd like to share a powerful idea with you, and this is from our co-founder, Charles Fillmore. Insight, inner knowing without resort to an intellectual means, wisdom of the heart. And I like that idea, wisdom of the heart. What he's talking about, the Adam has an intellect too, but the problem with the Adam intellect is the one that believes, again, in tit for tat, even exchange, get it while you can, there's not much time, you gotta get it for yourself, let them worry about themselves. That's not what we teach. Wisdom and love need to be knitted together, which again leads to my fourth point on integrity, which is benefit of the doubt. Do you give the benefit of the doubt to the individuals that you meet in your life? I'm not talking about just your kids or your family. Do you really, truly give them the benefit of the doubt? True integrity doesn't jump to wild conclusions. They're willing to listen. Again, they give others a chance to explain, and also, this is very important, they consider another person's viewpoints. How open are you to other individuals' viewpoints? And I'm not even going to get into politics on that one, but there's a great definition of integrity there. Just because you maybe do not agree with where they stand, we can still have loving, compassionate integrity. And listen to what they're saying and not be rude, because I think we are all collectively in this together. And again, it truly shows that we have spiritual integrity, true integrity, which I'm speaking about this morning. Again, people with true integrity choose to give the benefit of the doubt instead of doubting. How much time do you spend doubting? How many times do you doubt even before they're done telling their story? How many times are you just live in a doubt consciousness? When you live in a doubt consciousness, you're not going to live in a consciousness of integrity, because integrity doesn't believe in that kind of doubting. That doubting, which I'm talking about, and the world wants us, is you can't trust those kind of people. You can't trust those people that live on that side of the street. Those people are from this certain country, whatever it may be. Whatever is causing you to doubt and not see the Christ within them in the situation, that is not acting from true integrity. I'd like to share a powerful story with you, and it's called Jesus for a Quarter. A young priest, fresh out of seminary, was assigned to a small parish town in a large town. Weeks after he arrived, he was riding the local bus from the rectory to the downtown area. When the priest sat down, he discovered the driver accidentally gave him a quarter too much in change. He thought to himself, you'd better give that quarter back. It would be a wrong thing for you to keep it. Then he thought, oh, forget it. It's only a quarter. Who would worry about such a tiny amount? It's just a quarter. And the bus company charges way too much for their rides anyway. They'll never miss it. Accept it as a gift. That's the thought that went through the priest's mind. Accept it as a gift from God and keep quiet. Of course, none of you have ever had those thoughts race between your mind. When the priest finally came to a stop and he paused at the bus door, he handed the quarter back to the bus driver and said, "You gave me too much change back, sir." The driver was smiling and replied, "Aren't you the new parish priest in town?" Yes, I am," he replied. "Well, I've been kind of thinking about coming back to church. I wanted to see what you would do if I gave you too much change. I'll see you Sunday at church." The young priest stepped off the bus. He literally grabbed the nearest light pole, held onto it after the bus drove away, and said, "Oh my God, I almost sold Jesus out for 25 cents. And what I love about that story, it's about integrity. What's 25 cents? 25 pennies. But you see, that is what integrity is. It's not about the money. It really, as you find out in that story, it really wasn't an accident. And it also shows that we need to demonstrate the integrity that we preach, because talk is cheap. You show it in actions, and that's what I love about that story. Because many of us, well, just leave it in my pocket, That's not integrity. That's not what we're talking about this morning. We can do better. We should do better because we truly are divine human beings. From the Jewish scriptures, this is the book of Proverbs, chapter 4, verse 7. The best thing about wisdom is wisdom herself. Good sense is more important than anything else. And you'll notice it says the best thing about wisdom is wisdom herself. It is a gendered word. Wisdom in the ancient language of Aramaic and Greek is a female gendered word. That's where we get Sophia. It's where we get philosophy. That's really where it comes from. And it goes back to our heart, because the heart is really that place where we tap into those pure divine ideas of wisdom. Wisdom that is based in integrity. That's true integrity. It's a wisdom that you can live with and you can demonstrate every day of your life. Which brings us to our fifth point, which is choosing honesty. And I'm here to say, if you do not have wisdom, you're probably not going to make the best honest decisions in your life. I'd like to ask you, how many white lies have you been tempted to tell? You see, true integrity doesn't give into those false impulses. I call them fibs. So whether you call them white lies or fibs, regardless, a person of integrity speaks the truth. Again, truth integrity means being an honorable soul with integrity and an honest soul, and you live that quality out every single day. Not just Sunday, but Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday and Friday, and every single day, 24/7, you live in honesty, because honesty truly is one of the fruits of truly having true integrity, the integrity we're talking about this morning. Again, we trust people to give their honest opinion and a viewpoint we can value. Again, I think this is very important, regardless of where they're coming from. We have an obligation to our own self and the person that's talking to us to be honest and listen to what they're saying. And I believe a person of integrity demonstrates that, again, with love and compassion and absolute wisdom. I'd like to share a thought with you, and this is from Ernest Holmes' book, Science Mind Textbook. And it is, life is good and God is good. Why not accept this and begin to live? When are you going to live a life of integrity? Now, some of you probably say, well, I am, Reverend Michael. I'm living in integrity. I'm here to speak to those individuals who say yes, which I think that's great. But we can still do better. We can still go deeper into our understanding of what integrity can mean for each of our souls. And again, number 6, my 6th point of demonstrating integrity and seeding these ideas of true integrity is respect, giving respect. Do you give respect? Do you really honestly give respect? We should. We should, because they're human beings. I often say in my classes that we have here, we have the Vista Jail over there. The Christ is present in the Vista Jail and those inmates as much as the people are watching this YouTube video this morning. The Christ is there. Now, it might be somewhat asleep still in those individuals, but the Christ is something that they came in with. And I'm here to say, when you have integrity, you can really awaken a greater and broader understanding, because integrity really allows us to live the life we've come to live. Respect, and this is something I say, respect is not something that you earn. You earn loyalty. Respect is something you give because you expect respect. You want to give that respect because they are the Christ. They are a holy being just like you are. Regardless of circumstances, they are still created in that sacred image and likeness just like you and I. True integrity knows everyone deserves respect. Everyone deserves to be treated as a human being. Seems like a simple statement, but every individual has a right to be treated as a human being, and I would expand that to not only that, but the animals, but also our planet. We need to be more respectful, and it comes back to us, each and every one of us. People with true integrity won't be caught being rude to waiters or customers. They treat people that they meet with true integrity. When's the last time you went to the post office? Every time I go to the post office, I always make a point to say, thank you. Thank you for serving me. And many times they'll say, well, that's what we're paid to do. And I said, I understand that, but I still want to say thank you. Because if you've ever been in a post office, especially now, people just seem to be extra tense, extra frustrated. When you live from a integrity consciousness, you might have to wait a little bit longer, but getting upset's not going to make the line go any faster. That's not really living with wisdom. That's not really living with real, true integrity, what we're talking about this morning. I'd like to share a powerful idea with you, and it's a story. It's, our lives are the only scriptures some people will ever read. That's your life. That's how you're showing up. For many, we are the only edition of the Bible that they might really understand. So what we need to do is we need to watch our thoughts as they become our words. We watch our words because they become our actions. We watch our actions because they become our habits. We watch our habits because they become our character. So again, watch your character as it becomes your life destiny. And I encourage you this week to really take this idea of integrity and what does it mean to you as we go forward this week? What can you peel away to truly use more integrity in your prayer practice? More integrity in whatever you're doing it for the glory of your own soul. I'd like to share an idea with you, and this is from the Hicks, and it is, source is never withholding from you. Source is always focused upon you, surrounding you with appreciation and unspeakable love. Source is another word for God. You can call it whatever you want. The universe is always willing and ready if we truly make the match in an energy level. The universe is not against us. The only one is against us is our own stinking thinking. We need to think differently. We need to really put integrity back into our lives, back into our actions and back into our behaviors. Which leads us to my point number 7 of true integrity, which is manifesting humility. How much humility do you really have? Not just when the lights are on, not just when you're with family members at a birthday party. How much humility do you really believe you have? A person with true integrity has proud accomplishments, but they're humble. They're humble. They're humble. That truly is what humility is about. And when I say humble, that doesn't mean you gravel in the dirt and roll in the sand, but you're humble. And I think a person with true integrity demonstrates that. And I think Jesus is a great example. You could also look at the life of Buddha. Or you could even look at the Dalai Lama or the Pope. Anyone who truly is living a humble life is a person who knows and has found a deep well of integrity within their own soul. They know the difference between spiritual confidence and Adamic arrogance. Arrogance is everything in the opposite direction of what true integrity is. Arrogance is about me. True integrity is being respectful of who you are, but still being open and receptive to people in the world around us. It's to be the Christ. Just like Charles Fillmore demonstrated, just like Myrtle Fillmore demonstrated, our co-founders, we are here to be the Christ with integrity. It's a high calling, but we can do it, and we should be living that truth every day. A person with true integrity knows their strengths and their shortcomings, and I think this is very important. We all have green growing edges of truth. We all have those green growing edges. We have places where we could still improve. And I believe if we really look at this divine idea of integrity and really take it deep within our soul, there are places where we could even have more integrity to show up as the Christ. Because if you're going to show up as the Christ, you need integrity. It truly is a divine idea that will infuse all of our 12 powers truly to a higher level. True integrity is always striving to be better, and they're always trying to better themselves in some way, which means you need to have a prayer practice. I need to have a prayer practice. We need to have some time where we're communing with the Spirit within us. And that's when integrity, the still small voice, speaks to us and gives us nudges on how to show up, how we should be thinking, and how to pray. I'd like to share a powerful idea with you, and this is from the Jewish scriptures. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 35, verse 6 through 7. Water will gush forth in the wilderness and streams in the desert. The burning sand will become a pool, the thirsty ground bubbling springs. Everything we need of integrity, everything we need to live this life that we've come to live metaphysically is within us. This water is the Holy Spirit within us. This soil that is talking about this pool, that is what integrity is. It's the ground of our own beingness. We don't have to go outside to look for it. We don't have to go to a special shrine. We don't have to make a special signal to get into the room. We don't have to read a special book. We don't have to put a special ribbon in our hair or on our finger. It's something within us. And I believe by truly finding true integrity, that's how you locate it. And it grows and expands and truly becomes one of the foundational elements of our consciousness in our life. Which brings us to my 8th point, which is emitting air. When you're wrong, do you really admit it? You know, who really loves being wrong? Most people don't. It's not fun, and it truly can be a humbling experience. And if you're not around people with integrity, it can be a very sad and negative, humbling experience. I've always said you can say the truth, but you don't have to be cruel. You can speak the truth. You don't have to be corrosive. And when I say, I'm not saying just the words, it's how it's being said. Because we all make mistakes. We all fall a little bit short of the brightness that we are. But we pick ourselves back up and we continue to move forward. So I'm here to say, if someone around you or if you made a mistake, remember how it felt when somebody's giving you instructions in a negative way. You don't have to repeat that. You can let that bad behavior die right there. And I believe when you live in integrity, you can do it in a loving way. You can still get the point across, but you don't have to be cruel. You don't have to really go to a deep level. and try to hurt them or make them really feel bad. A person with true integrity has to admit errors and mistakes. You know, we all make errors and mistakes. That's not the problem. The problem is when we have errors and mistakes and we refuse to change them. That's where the problems lie. That's when we need true integrity to put us back in alignment, to put us back on the path that we know we need to be on to absolute good in our life. Which leads me to a powerful understanding, and it's from Edmund Hillary. It's not the mountain we must conquer, but ourselves. The greatest mountains, the greatest valleys that we will ever travel are in our own soul consciousness. It's the life that we're living right here and right now. It's today, it's tomorrow, it's yesterday, it's right here. These are what we are here to conquer. Because when you conquer yourself, that means you found your divinity. Again, and this leads me to my 9th point, which is showing reliability. How reliable are you? Can people count on you? Do you really have their back? Can they feel that you really have their back? Being a person with true integrity needs to have and show reliability. True integrity, it never fakes it, and it's always there to help. Confidence is their character. A person who has confidence, to me, has integrity. Confidence is in their character. How's your character this morning? Does your character truly have the divine idea of what true integrity really means? And if not, I think it's something to pray over. Take the word integrity into your prayer time and see what wonderful wisdom that the Holy Spirit within you can bring forth in your own life. That's especially for you. You might get wisdom a little bit different than me. The wisdom that you receive in your soul time or your prayer times is for you to act upon. I'd like to share an idea with you, and this is from Amy Lee Mercer. And it is, kindness can transform someone's dark moment with a blaze of light. I'm here to say true integrity, true illumination is based on integrity. And I'm speaking about a truth integrity. I'm speaking about the divine idea of integrity that goes through all of our actions. Shows truly we show up who we are because of it. And you don't have to go around saying, I have an integrity, I have integrity, I have integrity. See, it's on my badge. See, it's written here. It's not what I'm talking about. True integrity is living it and believing it, despite appearances of what's going on in the third dimensional world around us. Which leads me to my 10th point, which is true kindness. True kindness. Do you have kindness in your life? Do you really demonstrate kindness to your animals that you have in your life? If you have animals, do you have kindness to the planet in which we live? It's a powerful idea to think about. Because when you have true kindness, we realize we really care. And we know that when we care, that truly facilitates absolute healing. People with true integrity are healing. They're gentle, kind souls. Are you a gentle, kind soul? Are you a gentle, kind soul? If you are, then I know you know integrity. Their words, a person who is a gentle and has a kind soul, their words and actions don't pepper or tear or rip open one's flesh. And again, I'm not saying just the words, because many times we can say something hurtful, and it's not necessarily the words that really hurt us. It's the way they're said. It's the emotion that is put behind them. And you know what I'm talking about. And I think all of us could be take a step back, take a deep breath, breathe in the divine idea of integrity, true integrity, and we could say the truth without being cruel again or mean. I think it's very important, not only for us, but for the people in our lives. And I'd like to share a famous idea, and this is from an unknown author, and it is, whatever we give to this life, life gives back to us. Again, whatever we give to this life, life gives back to us. Everything we do is a seed. Everything we do is a cause, and it comes back to us in some manner or shape in our life. Some people call it karma. It's cause and effect. We call it in unity the law of mind action. It's also called the law of attraction. What we put out, we get back. That's just the way the universe works. The universe is neutral. It's what we put into. It's the seeds that we plant that we are going to get back. That's the fruit that we're going to end up having to eat. So let's plant trees. Let's plant trees and seeds in a forest or a garden of integrity. Again, true integrity is a divine idea, and living that trait every soul should strive for it daily. Every day we should believe and should go back. Are we living in integrity this morning? Do I have true integrity? And how is this integrity going to show up in my life? How is it going to show up when I go get the mail? How is it going to show up when I go get gas at St. Arco? How is it going to show when I'm in the Walmart parking lot? Whatever you're doing, even if you're walking alone, integrity is always there with you. It is really the foundational vibration in our own life. Again, people with true integrity never seek accolades. Again, the integrity that I'm speaking about, you're not looking for the camera. You're not looking for shouts of praise. You're living the integrity because you believe it's the right thing to do. It's the correct thing to do. It's what a repeatable Christ would do. I'd like to share with you again that integrity is an achievement seed. Once you plant the seed of integrity in your soil, your consciousness, your entire life consciousness changes. You become more humble. All those traits that we've spoken about this morning, they become true flesh and blood in our life, and we see our life differently. We see through a different lens. Again, a seeded principle, that's what integrity is. It's a principle that will never fail you or I. This morning, I invite you truly to take a deep breath and breathe in what integrity means for you. Cultivate that seed, plant that seed again, and allow it to become a living divine idea. And truly allow it this Sunday morning to refresh your life. Because when you live in integrity, your life is refreshed. You truly believe you're born again. You're born again into a new consciousness, not when you're dead, but right here and right now. And truly, it comes back to living a life with true integrity. So this morning, find the seeds of integrity in your own life. Plant them, water them, pray with them, and truly be the person of integrity you truly came to be. I just say thank you and God bless. This is the time in our service where we have the opportunity to share our love offerings, our gifts, or our tithes. And I invite you to take whatever your gift may be, even if it's electronic donation, whatever it is, just put the palm of your hands together because we're putting the energy signature within it. And you can go to unityway.com and you can get our mailing address, or you can go to unityway.com and you can do an electronic donation. But whatever your gift is, I invite you again, put it in the palm of your hands. And I'd invite you this morning to imbue it with divine integrity, true integrity. And we know that this gift goes forth to bless Unity Way Church. We know it goes forth to bless Unity Village, Silent Unity, Urban Ministerial School, the Southwest Unity Region, all the things that we tithe to, because we are a tithing spiritual community. And we're doing what the Fillmores taught. We tithe to where we're spiritually fed. That's what a tithe is, and that's what we do. So again, whatever your gift may be, know that it is imbued with this divine energy of integrity. And we say, divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I give and all that I receive. And we just say, thank you, God. And let's seal it with that seal of integrity. Now is our time for our prayer of protection. And this morning, I'd like to invite you, when we say this prayer this morning, to think of the word integrity. Integrity with every line that we speak this morning. And may we truly believe this prayer of protection is not only for us, but also for our spiritual community, for all of our world community, and also for this world in which we live. And we know as we seed those ideas, they come back and shower us with divine love. So if you join me, please. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. And I'm here to say, if God is here and all is well, then we truly have found true integrity. May this be the Sunday we find that integrity, and may we truly live it. Again, thank you. God bless, and have a happy Sunday.